We're live.
Oh, Shadow.
Yep, we're live.
We're live.
Who needs 30 seconds? Guys, don't be cussing.
Nope.
Who, me?
That ain't gonna happen.
You dirty such and such. You
All
down.
right. We got 15 more seconds.
You
15.
downgraded.
No.
Shadow,
what do you got planned for us today?
Hold on. Before Shadow starts, I want to do something real quick. One of our buddies is going to have an empty feeling to his home. Our buddy DM James. If you guys got a few spare thoughts, a few precious moments to throw positivity his way, his little buddy Phantom J. McGee has passed.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, nothing really prepares you for the absence of this.
Our friend
the Lord
Grim, who's in the
said the
chat right
Lord
now, lost his little sonny last month, and yeah, that's 2 in 30 days or so. I don't know how I would get on without my faithful sidekick James. So sorry, buddy. Yeah, Hunger, give him a big hug for all of us, okay?
Seriously, dude.
And then punch him in the arm.
All right. With that being said, welcome to Tablebreakers. This is part 2 of Shadow's game. He is running for us the Traveler game system as written by Mongoose, 2nd edition. And with that, Shadow, we turn it over to you.
Howdy, folks. Welcome back to part 2 of Last Eclipse on a Talbar. As we last left our party, they were in a garage trying to get this air raft started, and I believe they may have changed their plans on what they were going to do next. We're going to start it off with Cal, since you're the one with the skill to move this vehicle. Would you like to chant the meteor shower?
Come on. It might be one of our only good chances unless there's something.
Baron, I think it's to you.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, words are like what? Okay.
The meteors are coming down the size of pumpkins. Oftentimes they don't quite hit the ground. They will shatter, as they often do in mid-air, raining down much smaller pieces, but still just as hot and lethal.
Okay. Let's. So, and we have a vehicle here. I need to try to. I'm just trying to refresh my memory. The vehicle here we're trying to get up and running.
It's not 100%, and you don't know how long the charge will last. It's an air raft, which means no roof. It will fit all of you plus the android. Her name is Janice, and it will hopefully get you there. But like I said, it's raining, flaming cats and dogs.
Okay.
Is it a? Am I looking for more of a mechanical or more of a engineering type role?
Neither. It's it's sputtering to life. However, like I said, it doesn't have a full charge, energy wise to get you wherever you might want to go, and the starport is about 15 miles away, and it has no roof. So even if you don't get hit, structurally, the crew could easily take hits.
All right.
So we're looking more for a driving / pilot type deal, right?
Yeah, Yes, and since you have
Okay.
the ability to pilot your ship's boat, this will fall under that. Janice
right,
does,
so it'll
however,
be-
say, go ahead.
I was just going to run back over the numbers in case you wanted to determine the alternatives. We only need to. It may not have a lot of power, but it only needs to last for 11 minutes and 15 seconds for us to be able to make it to the starport. Otherwise,
plus or minus time getting into, a good landing spot. If Jade would mind bringing up the other map of the starport, that'll give you guys an idea of what's more or less going on. That's map 3. There you go. The line coming in from the north is the underground monorail line. Each one of the smaller circles is a landing pad big enough for several vehicles. Yours is in number 6. I don't know which one that is. I can't see. I think.
Well, they're A, B, C, D.
Of course. A, B,
Yes, it's
C,
a number
D, E, F.
6.
Number F. Number F.
Yes, it is F.
Hmm.
all right, but like I
Now,
said,
mind you also, each of those landing bays has a force field, so you'll probably have to land somewhere in the main circle to then get to your ship's boat, provided it hasn't taken any damage, which you have no idea. Although Janice says, the monorail should be cleared up. We should be able to,
all right,
go that way if you don't want to fly.
Robot, here's the problem. Now, that sounds great. Now, that's several minutes of us running back to there. In the event of a power outage, I don't know about you, but how good are you at a 15-kilometer run? In case of that the monorail is not functioning due to power outages and damage due to the orbital bombardment. So,
well, to be honest, the power facility is south of the starport. It's probably still working.
it's the moon. It's falling on us currently. The power grid will probably inevitably go out while we are in that tunnel. And while I may be able to run because I am a machine piloting it, but I don't know about most people, but how does a military march pace for 2.5 hours sound to you by my math?
I like a lot of fun, especially in the dark. One false slip and it's third rail city.
That's right. Hey, if that's the optimal...
The thing is, if the power's out, then you don't have to worry about the third rail, now do you?
No, but it's still a 15-mile run. I'm up for it. If you're up for
darkness.
it. That's right. In the dark with panicking, scared, terrified civilians.
So we let Howard go out front because he is a natural, flashlight.
Oh no, you're right. I am natural flashlight and bulldozer.
As you guys are discussing this, another vehicle, another ship, probably something like a 50-ton launch or something like that, is going up into the sky, and you can see it's getting peppered.
We should probably go to the tunnel then, because let's try the tunnel thing. If our only course of leaders of central authority on this planet is telling us to do that, perhaps that is the right course of action. Let's go try it.
Well, there is a small path. That you could take through the jungle instead of over the canopy, but your speed would be decreased.
Okay, 15 kilometers, being bombarded by pumpkins from orbit while the moon falls. I'm up for 3.5, 4 hours of terrible, horrible bombardment and death. Sounds great. Sounds fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Marvin.
Do we
the
have
man.
another way back? I'm gonna address the droid. Do we have another way back inside from here that's not out there, like a servant's hatch or something?
Just the way we came. I mean, we could
Oh,
try.
fantastic.
We could try going around, sort of through the jungle. It would add another 150 yards, but at least there'd be trees.
No, that's called shrapnel. That's called an airburst shrapnel round hitting us. I might be okay, but I have fleshy friends, and I don't want you to die.
How much?
Right. Well, how about Tin Man? Where do you keep our weapons at?
On the ship, I have a few special ones hidden.
Well, no, specifically, I had brought one with me, but I had to surrender it to some kind of droid.
You
where
could
would that
call
be?
it. You could call it.
Well,
It'll
then
be
I'm
here
gonna
in
call
5
it
minutes.
right now.
Okay, you hit your wrist
Let's see if
comp.
it survives.
Come, robot friend, save us!
So while they're
Yeah, pretty
all
much.
trying to, while they're all doing this, I am basically hooking up a wire that will, when we drive down this tunnel, because that's the way we're going, that it will actually go from the battery to the hot rail to keep the batteries charged as we're driving. And I get in, after I finish that, I get in and say, we're going.
All right, boss.
Drive through the
This-
front door, down the hall. Okay.
Because that there with the wire going down to the actual, the hot
So
The hot
your
rail.
plan, if I'm understanding, your plan is to take the hovercraft into the tunnel or down to wherever the train station is, hop onto the tracks and ride the tracks with the hot rail.
Yep.
That was kind of my original plan,
Okay.
but I like this plan.
With a basically a wire that's going to be there, and we can kind of I can rig up something once we get down there to actually connect it.
I guess let's head back inside with the vehicle.
This feels like a bad Jackie Chan movie.
No,
A couple of minutes later, two red and gold. Well, one's red and gold, one's blue and gold. Balls, kind of like what was that freaking droid from Black Hole? About the size of a beach ball. Come hovering. Vincent. There you go. Come hovering toward the garage. Jaide will recognize
good.
his
My
as
weapon's
the
here.
red and gold. Will recognize his as the red and gold, and Freeman grabs the other one and pulls his holster, straps it on, and his extra special goggles.
So does it have
Hey,
all of
well,
our
now
weapons or just his?
Just his and Jaide's. Yours, if you wanted to have dropped them, because I put that in the chat a while back. If you wanted to drop your main, something the size that would fit in a beach ball in there, you can have, summon yours as well. These were, emergency only sort of, if you needed it, you could hit your pad and tell
Disqualifies.
it, hey, it's an emergency. It's an emergency, especially if you were to have, left the island where you would have maybe needed them because of the sea creatures and stuff like that. But because of the current situation, apparently some protocols have been lifted because it is an all-out emergency, more or less planet-wide. So if you want to wait another couple of minutes, everybody can, have their basic sidearm, because I'm pretty sure, everybody would have put one there. The only person I would be in question on would be Papard.
What do you want to know?
Do you normally carry a sidearm
No.
or even own one?
Again, no. Have you seen this?
Okay.
Have you seen Mr. Handy? I got him operated on. He's part of my spine.
Got it.
Fair enough.
Hey,
And Howard,
I don't have weapons. I have tools.
then they're on you.
Which, yep.
Yes, I mean,
right.
if it's cool with the rest of the party, I wouldn't mind having my revolvers brought down to me, but
Hey.
I'm not going to push it if there's not enough time.
Oh, there's
Hey.
plenty of time.
Could we call that? I call the robots and have them meet us halfway, because that way we can be moving towards our goal while waiting for our guns.
Yes.
That sounds smarter than sitting here being counted.
They'll track you. So if you were on the road, you know, they'll bump into you, so you don't have to wait the extra 2 or 3 minutes.
Good, because if every minute matters and 11 minutes is too long, we should probably get moving before our gear arrives, so that way we have our gear while we're already hopefully heading for the tunnels.
So you're gonna hop in the air raft and okay.
We're
Hey,
gonna
better than
try to
Walking
bust
is for
through the
peasants.
front door, right?
Okay. It's a set of double
I'm
glass doors. It shouldn't be too hard,
Okay.
except for the glass part.
That's why we have weapons.
Yeah, we would shoot out the glass before we,
Get there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they'll
Kinda
still
like
be
why
there.
if you're going to make a big jump, that's why you push out a rock before you so it breaks the surface before you get there. Theory.
Okay. It's
All
got
right.
3 rows of 2 seats. That means either someone stays behind or someone lets the android, squeeze in somewhere. And
Just sit on my lap.
Kai, he's probably going to almost take up a whole seat.
Yes, I'm in battle dress. I assume as much.
I will let
So
the
it's going to
android.
be a very, very tight squeeze.
I will let the android sit on my lap.
You're
If it
still
has
like,
no roof, if the thing has no roof, height is not the issue.
no, it's width, and one person is still going to be kind of squished.
I will not feel the pain. You can throw them on me.
All right. She is okay. There's reasons for keeping her. I'm not just trying to be a perv.
I don't believe it.
In the event of an emergency, I understand.
Immediate emergency power supply.
Well,
Got it.
right. All right. That was
I mean,
okay.
she acts as a lesser key. She also acts as a spare body for Kai.
Exactly.
Hey, maybe Kai wants some better hips.
Hey,
And parts are parts.
yes, parts are parts, and in the event of an emergency, better than a wristwatch.
Well, fortunately, she's only about $1.25 and incredibly squishy. So I'm gonna more or less assume that you're not overloading the vehicle, but I will need a pilot check from Cal to make the first part of the jaunt.
Do I add my intelligence to this also, or no?
This will be Dex.
Okay.
Dex.
So
Dex is
it will be a 11.
Okay. If it could burn rubber, it would be doing so.
Any good?
And when we get down to the tunnel, I'm going to take some of the extra parts that we have commandeered along the way, maybe some wheels or something like that, to keep in contact with the hot rail. That way the energy will go into the batteries, keep the batteries charged to allow us to get all the way through.
Who wants to take the shot as you see the doors? While you see the doors, you also see about 50 of the silver male versions of the androids outside under, the the patio areas, and they're doing this kind of thing, and some have actual larger handheld communicators in their hands.
I
I
will.
really wish I would have kept all of those items from the 3D printer. We could have just littered as we drove by an entire crate loaded of flashlights, and those robots wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We're not robots.
What are you?
It's hard to explain.
Don't
You
the
have
time.
transistors.
Don't have the time.
I'm gonna ask, what are they doing to our android?
It looks like they're looking for something. Maybe people haven't showed up. Maybe there's people out on other duties that haven't made it to the hotel yet. I hope they're not looking for more guests.
We have a squawk box around here somewhere, and we can listen in.
In the front console.
Someone turn on that squawk box. See what they're talking about.
There is.
I'll flip it on.
The DJ from earlier is telling everybody to make it to the hotel before the tsunami hits.
Oh.
Oh, joy.
After about 45 seconds, he says, "This station is shutting down. I'm hitting for my escape ship. It was nice spinning some tunes for you folks, but I'm out of here. Godspeed."
He's abandoning his duty as the emergency broadcast system. I hate this man even more.
Who's going to take the shot at the door?
I'll take the shot at the door. Just to start clearing the glass. Let's see here. That is a total of 6 plus my weapon. Let me get to my character sheet real quick.
And Dex.
I remember what. I've got so many Google tabs open. Let's see here. There are so many skills here. Combat, gun, slug thrower +1, and you said Dex +0,
Yep.
so total 7.
You will shatter the glass of one of the doors because it's like double sliding like this. So left or right, your choice is gone. Cal, I need a pilot check from you.
Yeah, another 11.
Okay, you dodge a tree coming down in the road.
I thought we were on the mag rail
Not
underground.
yet.
No,
Not
so
yet.
all right, I'll explain. We went to the garage, the service garage, to pick up a vehicle. We're now taking that vehicle back to the main building, going through the doors. We have to go into the main hotel building, go down the service elevator or service stairs or whatever to the train station. Then we can get on the rail from the train station.
Hmm. Okay. Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Almost.
Are we there yet?
You want Fletch to take another shot at the other door so that you're not going to get ripped to shreds from one half
see,
of the glass door.
here's the thing. The Ingram, the weapon I'm using, it's based on the weapon from Altered Carbon, so it's got a return functionality for its bullets. So I'm gonna let the other bullet return through the other pane of glass.
Okay,
That's
nice.
that's cheating.
No.
It's all originality.
That's an 8 to get it to
Falling
return.
with style, or falling with style. The androids, the silver androids, are that are near it are visibly a little shaken. They move out of the way. And Cal, you gonna try and plow through with the opening?
Yeah.
You think it might not be quite wide enough, so it might be a good idea for everyone to keep their arms and legs inside the vehicle
at all times.
All right. 12.
Okay, you were correct. It's about 3 inches on either side, just a little bit too wide, but you managed to get it in, taking off some of the fancy paneling off the left and right side of the vehicle, and stop it with kind of a nice little, right or left turn before crashing into one of the counters inside the main lobby. In the main lobby, you see.
Wait, hold on. And I alert everybody that we're coming through the window by queuing up a sound that I'm putting through the speakers of the car, and it sounds like the horn from the General Lee.
My problem now is
you'll notice that the lobby has a large number of the bronze and some silver androids, near the entrance to the monorail check-in area. It's like the last stop of the customs, but the exit of it, which is where you want to go. And when you stop, a gold android will approach you and say, "Hurry! The next monorail is just docking. If you run, you'll make it just in time."
Where we're going, we don't need monorails.
I don't plan on being
Will the vehicle fit down to the train station?
Technically, yes, but it would probably be better if only one person was in it to maneuver it down the ramps to get to the monorail. Because the monorail system it's a big tunnel with 2 functioning monorails going back and forth, so to speak. Different at different intervals to load and unload. And there is an area running down most of the center. As far as it should be clear the whole way. But if not, you don't remember there being, like the tunnel splitting off to where you couldn't, run right down. Because you do remember when you went, or when you got here, you would see, the other monorail, moving the opposite direction through the windows, and obviously on the other side, depending on where you were, sometimes you might see, decorative artwork, murals and things along the tunnel.
Right.
Are we going to take the actual monorail, or are we going to take our little beat up?
I don't know. Will this thing fit
here?
aboard?
No. Well, I mean, it would if you like, sort of like surfboarded it, carried it sideways and put it in the monorail.
That's a big.
Well, I'm a big fan of if it fits at ships. I also don't trust being in a meet.
All right, so I'll drive it downstairs with a 13. Roll box cards.
It's not really so much to drive it as prevent it from getting stuck. You know what I mean? Because there's a ramp,
please don't Austin Powers this thing.
Oh no!
Right.
But that's the only way.
Oh man.
When you get to the bottom, the docking station, there are a few guests still in the station, and it's a large number of the rest of the Android staff of various colors, copper, gold, silver, that sort of thing, and they're doing the staff are doing everything they can to usher everybody into the monorail, making sure that there's plenty of room for the guests. And then they look, and one of the gold leaders will take a small group and say, "There's room. You're next." But they're clearly making sure that the guests go first.
Is there room for our backup plan?
They're like, "Is this a souvenir?"
No, it's called. I
No,
don't
it's our
trust you.
backup plan in case the train fails.
Oh, that's highly unlikely. But
Yeah, the moon falling on us was also highly unlikely, but that's happening right now.
you have a point. Yes. Well, please hurry. We have to batten down the hatches, as they used to say. It's going to get very wet very soon. So please, after you.
Yes. I don't wish to get moist. Not at all.
No. Ooh, no. Wet dog smell?
Nor do we, to be quite honest. Well, good luck.
All right. Well, yeah,
Doors
we're gonna
closed?
fit this thing on board as best we can.
Yeah. It'll have to be like the first thing out when it gets to the station, unless something happens in the middle of the journey, like the power going out.
Either way, it'll be the last thing. It will be the first thing coming out. Gotcha.
Everybody, roll me 2 dice. Just straight 2 dice. Give me the number. We'll start with Bruce and just go
8.
down to make it easy on my
Okay.
just to make it. Sorry.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
8.
Fletch. 8.
Yeah, I got an 8. Yeah.
Okay. Howard.
7.
Okay. David
9.
and Cal.
7.
7. Okay.
Yep. 7.
You all see at least one person you kind of recognize from earlier during the stay, whether it's a particular android that you had an interaction with, or possibly one of the NPCs, and you have a little bit of time to make small talk if you choose to do so during the 5 or 6 minutes that this monorail will get you to your destination.
By chance, is it the broad that I won the cash from?
No. Ooh, you know what? I'll give you a 50-50. Roll me a D. We're just single.
I got 5.
Yeah, it is. It was her or the other broad.
I look at it, I'm like, it could be worse. You could be playing poker with me still.
I'd rather take my chances there than here.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna look to whoever it is that I've met and be like, crazy day, huh?
Sure was.
Do I see any?
Reading was normal.
I'd rather be back in the boat enjoying the fresh air and the smell of the ocean than this. It's Carl.
Don't wish too hard, because the water's coming to meet us.
Carl.
I heard.
People.
I hope everybody else behind us will be okay.
Do I see any
The
no
hotel
smoking
did take a lot of
signs?
damage.
Do I see any no smoking signs?
You're gonna
No.
light one up anyway.
I'm just like, fuck, breathing time. I'm gonna light up a cigar.
Yeah. You do your breathing treatments.
So, Fleshbag,
Oh my God, I have an asthma attack. I'm sorry. Keep smoking.
Shut up, old iron lungs. We'll get through this in one piece.
Bruce, a familiar jowled lady approaches you and
Did you
asks,
say she had jowls? I'm going to intersperse one of my courageous party members between me and her.
Hello, small fat person. How are you?
Oh my God.
I'm fine. Have you seen an elderly gentleman, dressed almost exactly like me? I haven't been able to find him.
I would hate to inform you, but you are all old and elderly people who are meandering around here. How have you not died yet in this catastrophe? I am proud of your survival instincts.
Well, yeah, I'm real worried about my husband. We got separated.
I'm sure your husband is currently either alive or dead.
Well,
Hope you got a good insurance policy there, ma'am.
If we have internet right now, you should get another one put on him.
I'm sure the hyperspace communication array is currently functioning and will do you well.
Professor Papard, Barry
Yes?
wanted you to have this, and she holds out a nice hardback book. Volume 9 of Ancient Civilizations and Wacky Conspiracy Theories.
Ooh. I remember the time that Phil got stuck in that tunnel with all those reptilians, and they seared half of his hand off. I was kind of having a nightmare thinking about that now as we were going deep underground in the maglev tunnel.
He
I have a flashback. I'm so sorry.
She says if you go to the inside back cover, there's also a place you can get the other order the other volumes if you don't already have them.
I
At that
believe
moment,
they're on the server as we speak. I was a big fan of it until he killed off Doug in book 4.
Columbia House will be hounding you forever for the rest of the money for that deposit.
God, I miss Columbia House. As your
13 CDs for only a penny with nothing more to buy ever.
Somebody Pinkertons at your door. Fuck you. You owe us money.
as you are conversing, the maglev takes a market jolt and continues. Just a little bit of flicker of the light.
I hate that I might have been right.
I'm gonna look to our pilot. So, how long do you think to deploy our vehicle?
You're in a Johnny cab.
Oh no!
At this speed, it wouldn't be a good idea. At this speed, that would not be a good idea. You might want to wait until it either slows down or gets to a place where you wouldn't be opening the door to wall.
Yeah, I wasn't speaking to the main pilot. I was speaking to our pilot. How long before you think we could deploy that thing?
How structurally sound does this machine tube thing look to be?
It's pretty high tech. Not gonna lie, it's well above 12, 13. Everything is nice and hot.
Got it.
But if it keeps making those jolts and things like that, or if it stops, then
Hey, is that android still with us?
She's
Becky,
currently
how about
bossing
Becky?
Lando Calrissian.
Well, what the hell was her name? Not Becky. What the hell was her name?
Jocelyn. I don't know.
Something like that. Right. Yeah, she's in a seat, just kind of almost biting her nails, but not exactly.
We
Do you
really
have
need
a
a Donald
connection?
Glover lookalike to help her out.
Do you have a connection to your mainframe?
Sort of.
Status report.
They're closing up as much of the hotel as they can and trying to get to the safest part of the hotel.
Would be underground.
They're going to try for one more round trip with the mag, the mag rail, but they're worried that some of them might not make it, so they're arranging for the people who get left because the water's really close.
Can this thing go faster then?
Oh, I don't know. That's
Not-
you'd have
not
to ask
safely.
I
You'd
don't
have to
care.
ask the controller at the front.
Well, that sucks.
And
Well,
you
let's-
see the other monorail zipping past you the opposite direction, heading back to where you came. And
And
it
you can-
seems like it might be. It seems like it might be going faster than your monorail.
Because it's not weighted down.
That part of me that likes horror movies was just imagining it flying by with the screams of the damned.
It's eerily empty. If that helps.
That we
God,
don't
God,
realize
this is why we're friends.
it. Was that?
This is why we're friends. What was a bad ship movie? Ghost Ship.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was also picturing the elevator from Resident Evil 1.
Oh. We're all gonna die.
Hey, look, I'm waiting for it. I am
Nice,
waiting for
nice.
that moment,
Nice.
which is why I'm fully ready to punch stuff out of this robot.
As you are thinking that,
Replicants.
the maglev starts to slow down.
Have we reached our destination, or are we going to die?
Well, couldn't it be both?
I'm going to push my way to the front and to go ask the question to the operator of our said vehicle.
You can see the lights and the open area off to your left of the station, and it's also eerily empty except for maybe one or two of the silver androids, either holding a tablet and communicating, or using their internal communication gear.
Female spare parts. Question. Where are the rest of the survivors who should have already been here?
Oh, most of them have made it to the starport proper and into their vessels, I'm hoping.
I'm hoping too.
I should have brought more cigars.
Down to what, 2 or 3?
I'm down to.
He's probably chain smoking them.
No. Oh God, you do not change to smoke a cigar. Trust me, I found out. No, I'm probably, if there's cigars I buy and I had the funds for it.
I had 5.
Yeah,
I think
no,
you've lit 2.
I'd say I'm probably down to 1.5.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, you're chain smoking them.
Well,
You're lighting the next one off the old one.
The door's open, and it'll take someone will have to go around through one of the other doors to help pull the air raft out, kind of like a couch.
I will happily do so.
And you set it down. Everybody gets out, and they're kind of separating, going in different directions. Except the androids that were on here are going like together straight in toward what looks like not one of the side landing pads.
Oh, they've got a bunker.
Bunker might not
Or-
actually be a bad idea.
Or they might have or this
you'll
whole
be-
platform might be a vessel.
Yeah.
When you get the air raft going, are you gonna try to drag Jocelyn with you, or are you gonna just let her follow the group?
I am going to let her follow the group. The whole reason for keeping her this long was to get to our ship. And now that we're at this point, there's no reason to keep her other than
Gotcha.
reason.
So she says goodbye and good luck. Maybe we'll meet again. Weird shit like that. And you'll have to pass by the group, and they look kind of worried. And you'll pass by them in the
Why are
area.
you worried?
That is a good question. Why are they worried?
We were hoping there would be more vessels that maybe we could get a ride off planet with, but
Was this
there
the
aren't many
Android?
left. Yeah, the androids.
How much room do we have in our cargo bay?
11 tons, maybe 12 if you get rid of some stuff, and maybe the difference between like 1 extra ton isn't gonna keep you from achieving escape velocity, but in maneuverability it could pose a problem.
Okay, question 2. Do you androids have a standby sleep mode?
We go to sleep.
Can I put you into standby? Like power down standby?
I get your meaning, but we can do something like that.
We throw you in like cordwood into the cargo bay.
We can fit 192.
Yeah, we can throw a lot of you like cordwood.
Nice, Jade. Nice math.
Well,
Yeah,
you said maybe 12 tons if we ditch some stuff. We can fit 192 if they all weigh about $1.25, right?
The females are $1.25. The males are about 175.
Yeah,
So-
sorry,
Sorry.
guys, you can't go.
Sorry, we can only take females.
Oh my god. Oh my
Look,
So
god.
sorry.
How many are you?
Guys.
How many of them are you? Head count now.
All right, we might be able to squeeze in a few guys if you women take off your clothing.
Oh my god.
We're saving weight and stacking you like literally cordwood. Come on, get in.
I would like to say that the views of Connell's character are not indicative of the party, and anything the GM wishes to do to bring fiery hell
So
upon him
Each
will be
each
applauded.
pair is 300, right?
Yes.
Each pair is 300. Okay, that's a number I can work with. 1 second.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. However, there are a few humans and other aliens that are looking around. Apparently, some of the people who came here, their ride left like right after, so they're struggling with a way off. But there appears to be 2 other ships in other landing bays that people are trying to finagle a ride.
Get us to our ship. We'll make a broad way communication across all vessels. Dump your shit. Let people on.
Okay. One of the vessels is
let's
now leaving. It's a larger vessel than your own. It's leaving, and it takes off fine after the force field opens. And unfortunately, the other vehicle that was in there gets hit with something. It doesn't look like an ender, but it's definitely done some damage. Probably hull and communications, but it's still trying to take on passengers.
Good for it.
Right. So here's the plan. We can take on 160-ish passengers, give or take. We need to dump whatever cargo out, but pilot, here's what I want you to do. I want you to skim that water. I want you to ride in the waves of that water in our vessel until we get up to escape velocity. Because if we can outrun the incoming, across the ground, it'll give us a little more time to get the weapons up and start firing at these things. I'm going to be trying to do.
It has one gun that's forward facing.
That's fine. And I'm going to be trying to precog our way out of here as hard as I can. All right. I'm probably going to end up unconscious before we reach Atmo, but whatever.
You make it to the vessel, no problem. Cal hits the codes because he's like that. Opens up, everything's good. People start yanking stuff out. Oh, do you need this? Do you need this? You have a mix of androids and various aliens and a couple of humans, maybe even, let's see, a couple of people you've had a conversation with before. You can thank me later, Bruce. And you're about to, the engines are warmed up. Any last minute, anything you want to, before Cal takes flight?
Yeah, I'm gonna use as much of my psionic power to precog him a flight path of safety.
Roll me two.
The air alarm in the background just brings it home so much more right now.
That is my average life, almost at least twice a night, right here.
I'm not mentioning it.
Give me a second. Let me get my camera on. Boop, boop. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, turn my camera on. I rolled a 9, plus my precog ability. Give me a sec. Let me flip sheets. Psionic strength is 1, but precog is. Oh, I'm sorry. The side check for the precog is 3, so that's gonna be a 12 total.
Okay, yeah. Go left, go right, go left again. That sort of thing until you hit that velocity. Pretty as you please. Because, excuse me, guys. Because this is, akin to an actual, let's call it a rainstorm, you can get ahead of it because it's all coming from the moon. And as the moon is, trying to reach its apogee, you can skirt around it at these speeds, and you break the clouds. You're into space. Cal, I need a 2 die from you.
Just make sure
11.
Below 60 miles per hour.
You take a look at the moon, and it's just sloughed off a chunk, but beneath that chunk is metal, including some sort of opening. Picture the Death Star, but shinier.
It's Unicron.
That's no moon.
That's no moon. That's a Stargate.
And you can see that. The station is trying to raise certain elements of itself that are apparently cracking off the surface, like it's trying to break out of an egg. That egg being, scores of feet of rock, let's say, but it's trying to
Lunar dust.
Right, change its shape, maybe to do something to change its overall round shape into something a little bit different, like large, like boxy structures are like starting to rise above the actual round surface of it. So it's kind of like one of those kids' toys. I don't know if you've ever seen them when you it's like a ball with a bunch of protrusions and it sort of bounces around. You know what I'm talking about? Anybody out there?
Oh, yeah.
Kinda. Yeah.
So
It's kind of like that, but the protrusions aren't, as tall as, it's something like that. But it would, if it did what
It
it
looks
wants
kind
to
of like
do,
an underwater mine.
yeah, kind of. That's actually a really good
and
description. But
if we can see this from the surface, that means that is huge.
well, you're not. You can't see it from the surface. You can see it because you're in space now. You've broken.
Oh, okay, I'm
Broken
sorry.
Atmo.
But
Okay, sorry.
You can see all of this happening, and people are
Still
pointing out
huge.
yeah, it is very huge. I actually looked up the weight, trying to figure it out traveler wise, and it's insane. You couldn't in your lifetime probably stat it out. But
I bet I know
it's
one
not
person who could.
it's not as
Yeah.
big as the Earth's moon, but it's about 1,000 miles in diameter, and it looks like it's almost done sloughing off the last bits of rock, and it's now some of the protrusions have sliding panels and different things. They're trying to turn it more or less gold.
We have those
Okay.
androids on board, right?
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna grab one, take them up to the front, and face their point their face out the window and be like, what exactly is that?
I have no idea.
You mean to tell me that you people have been living on this planet and you have no idea about that?
The last time the moon has been in eclipse was 1,000 years ago.
And you ain't got any records on this?
Well, there were some, archaeological things, the ruins and some of the things we discovered and used to decorate the perimeter of the hotel, but we could never decipher them.
Oh joy. How many pilot, how many sorry, Cal, how many minutes till we get to the baby girl?
That was going to be my next question. Do I see baby girl, and is she?
No, she's well out of range, maybe 40 minutes.
Yeah, got about
That's
half
lovely.
hour. I would say within the hour.
You're in
All right.
what appears to be, relative safety. It's not, acting hostile. Whatever it's doing very slowly, other than the gold plating. You can,
I'm going to push it basically the throttle to the max. Because I'm sorry, no. That is all no. Nope. 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 Nope.
Okay, that's not just no, that's a hell no.
No. Nope.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Not this is a not my monkey, not my circus type thing. Nope.
That
I
guy
like
is
this.
racist.
I would like to say not my heroin, not my junkie, but sure, we can use that too.
I
Dumb
like
question.
that.
Not my Peruvian marching powder, not my bear. No.
I thought it was Bolivian, but okay.
Do we
Hey,
have
hey,
communication with our ship?
pardon?
Do we have communication with our ship?
Not in the traditional sense. John can sort of communicate with it, but it's more of an empathetic thing. It doesn't
Okay.
do an actual language.
Okay. Can he have it begin moving on a trajectory that we can intercept it away from the moon?
It's trying. Freeman says, "Hey, Fletch,
Yeah.
why don't you, is that thing dangerous? Your old spidey senses, can you,
All right.
because
Warning, I've been pushing it hard today. Give me one moment.
Because you know
I'm
he's
gonna,
got that
I'm
thing
gonna,
for all things gold, and he's just looking at it like,
oh, no. I'm gonna precog about the device to see what it might do in the next 10, 15 to maybe even an hour at most.
mm-hmm.
I want to make it.
I take it you need a die roll for that.
Most certainly.
Okay. Well, here we go.
I'm gonna wait, I'll precog that.
That's a lovely 3.
I'm gonna precog
Plus
that
my
he
3.
rolled a 12. That's what I precogged, is he was gonna roll a 12.
I got a 6 on that.
And what were you trying to discern? Just look at it, or
so with the being able to try to peer into possible futures, I was trying to determine the likelihood of its next actions now that it is free from its debris.
it is collecting sunlight. Apparently, that's all you can really get from that. It's,
Okay.
it's cold and empty, and some sort of desire to warm up.
Okay, I'm gonna relay that to the crew. Like, it needs to do a warm up cycle. I don't know how long that's gonna take, but I don't know what happens after that. Sorry.
Well, it's warming up. Let's just continue getting the fuck out of here.
Didn't you all face off against some kind of primal evil thing stuck in a star once? I know it was before I came on board, but
I know that looked like Bruce Willis's famous character from that movie with the elements and bullshit. But I really don't want to I don't really want to reenact that movie. Let's get the ship continue going.
Is anybody on there?
We really didn't
What?
fight.
Is anybody home?
one moment. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a read of minds on that vessel, or maybe from the vessel directly. Hopefully it's not Ego, the living planet, but we'll see.
Okay.
That is
Ego!
10 total 13.
There is
Total 13.
nothing alive on board. It's what's the word for it? Incredibly empty. They can't come up with a better word. I had a word, but it went over there. It's very, very empty.
I can't feel the presence of any minds over there.
All right. Can somebody scan to see if there's any radio signals coming off that?
It's not my department. I'm not computers guy.
Give me a second. I might be able to. Alrighty, one moment. So, fiddling with the sensors, will a magical 10 do anything useful? Hello?
Shadow. Did he freeze?
Might be muted.
No. I think he froze.
Oh no. Oh no.
We
Yep,
all
there
made
he
it
goes.
back to our ship.
Yes! Your computers, you jammed him! He's gone! We win! We win!
Strawberry. There's only one man who would jam me with strawberry.
Lone Star.
Lone Star. Yes. Brief intermission. I don't know where that is, but I want that. That might be at Plarte. One moment. I'm investigating something. Yes, I do know where that is. Yes, I do want that. And be damned the consequences to my lactose intolerance. My wife just sent me an image of something in Peoria Heights at a place called Polarte, and that looks damned awesome.
I don't know that.
Well, tell her to swing by
It's new.
and drop some off by our house too.
It's literally right across the street from work. I literally go there for lunch. So
Is it on the main strip of the Heights, or is it in the
Yeah.
back room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on.
Lincoln Prospect.
I believe they have
Yeah, Prospect.
alcohol infused ice cream.
Oh,
Yes,
you
they do.
had that alcohol.
Yes, they do. So if you live in Central Illinois and near Peoria and you want to go check out that place, do so because they're fantastic and they make all of their ice cream by hand.
There was an ice cream shop. There was an ice cream shop in the Heights. That used to be the old driving to school place. If you're from Peoria, you know what Balder.
Yeah, no idea.
But their ice cream, Emax, or something like that.
Emac
and Bolios, yeah. Emac is pretty good.
I used to go there all
Emac
the
and
damn
Bolios
time.
is pretty good. It's a chain.
Hey, Grim, he
Uh,
just came. He just came back, I believe. Put him back up top.
He's working on it. He's working on it.
He's thinking about it. Can he do
Good
it?
old internet. Good old internet.
This is why you don't have a DSL connection.
Hello,
I'm
Deliver
sorry,
Crump.
This is why I've got fiber.
I'm just glad there's Leaves and Beans is still open.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to wire it through the house or something. This is utter crap. As Cal, you were trying to communicate or read anything, and you're not getting
Howard,
anything from
Howard.
Howard was running a scan to see if there's any radio signals or any type of communication, and he rolled a 10
but
on that.
You are getting an incoming message from a ship that's coming up behind you. Not as fast as your vessel, but a little bit larger. But it's just a modular cutter.
Okay.
Thank you for reaching. For reaching fill in the blank ship name. How may we help you?
Hey, you guys laid claim on that yet?
On what?
That big freaking space station.
Well, we're ahead of you, ain't we?
I'm about to hit the button to send my claim on it. Have you claimed it?
No, we have not.
Message ends.
I believe we are about to
So-
watch someone make a very, very poor choice in life.
Yep.
Possibly. I'm willing to watch someone play stupid games. They might win stupid prizes. You never know.
So, looking at our wonderful passenger crew, who's placing bets? Odds on who's on our companion escape shuttle is going to do something stupid.
Is that something we wanted to claim?
No.
Watch out for space herpes.
Well, it's gold.
Captain, there's a lot of things in this universe that are gold. Iron pyrite. You've got what is that?
Space herpes.
Oh, it's a blend of mercury.
I would like to also remind you that we are a borderline post. We have space mining. Gold is actually kind of common out here in the void if you actually put some effort into it. I mean, sure, it's valuable, but really it is not that wonderful. Plus, after a while, what economy are you going to crash with that?
my inner Ferengi wants to poke out and say something, but I'm just like shoving him back in his hole.
The inner Ferengi would also understand what crashing a global economy will look like with that much gold. So
Yeah.
therefore, our one thought would be at that point is to blow up our competition and then hide the station and then piecemeal it out like De Beers. So that way we can overinflate the value of it for as long as possible.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen. We're on a planet that's being
destroyed. I understand.
Yeah. So
you are so far from the Empire that it would take years for word to get back, so to speak. That's with a normal vessel. The baby girl is one of the fastest things in. You guys you've never encountered anything as fast as it.
The funny thing here is that he can lay claim to it all he wants, and then we merely watch. If he survives, it's actually of value. We're faster. We're faster than communications. We can make it back to the Imperial core, tell them that we filed the claim first, and we still win. He gets fucked because we're faster.
I don't like that concept. Just whatever.
It doesn't matter. I don't know who they are. They don't owe me anything. I owe them no allegiance.
Okay, does that ship actually turn toward the gold thing?
It's about 10 minutes. It'll be able to dock.
So we'll just keep an eye on that.
Yep. We're still here, Graham.
Okay.
Shadow had to leave momentarily to beat the gremlins out of his computer so he can join us again.
Okay. Do you want to try to reestablish communication or do anything else other than just watch?
Oh, we're gonna watch.
At this point, we're just gonna watch.
Please,
Okay.
Please die. I want to see you die.
Is there a heroic action that I really need to do?
I mean, just because you did once doesn't mean you need everybody else to. I'm just popping through here. I don't need this anymore.
It's not my fault. I want to watch the event from the outside.
The event horizon.
Yeah, I just saw.
I'm going to be trying to. Oh, go ahead. I'm going to be trying to get a general sense of the mindset of the people aboard the other vessel, if I can.
Okay.
We're rich.
Total 10.
You'll definitely get a sense of awe and oh my god from them.
Yeah. First, it's the joy, yay, and wow, and ooh, and then it comes the screaming and running and the dying.
Yeah. Once they start mentally screaming, I'm out.
Okay.
Yep.
They are. That's the overwhelming sense you're getting from most of the folk on board as just a surface level. Another 5 minutes go by and then frustration.
Uh-oh.
Go fucking.
Well, I don't think it can be claimed, guys. They seem a bit frustrated on their end.
What? They don't have a big enough boat?
As we
They
continue
may
on,
not have an airlock that'll interface. Oh, speaking of, I'm gonna go get my vac suit on. I'll be back later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's still on the wait.
No, there's one for each of you.
I
in the lockers.
Do you
No,
need
I'm
a-
just wondering. I'm
Yeah.
wondering if I
Well,
would.
except for Howard, who doesn't need one because he is one.
I'm wondering if I would have been smart. If I'm wondering if I would have been paranoid to put my battle dress. in
Yes.
the-
Yes.
yeah.
Let's both be in
Yeah,
power.
probably-
I mean, it'd be on the ship, maybe.
It's probably
Well,
there. Let me see if you tossed it. I'm kidding.
I would not have tossed it.
I would not toss that.
No, that would never happen. No, I'm sorry. That was a bad joke.
Yeah, I'll go put on my battle dress
Okay.
because it's kind of like a condom. I'd rather have it on and not need it than need it and not have it.
Yes.
Incoming message.
You're fucked.
Thank you for calling our spaceship. How may I help you?
Hey, we could use a little help. We'd be willing to, maybe I don't know, work some kind of deal. But we got a problem with a door, and
Please state the nature of your
just don't,
emergency.
maybe a 60-40 kind of thing.
Please hold while we connect you to the correct party, and then the Muzak version of Muskrat Love starts playing.
I will also cycle in a bad cover of Bad Moon Rising by Clearwater Revival.
Oh no.
The old banjo version.
Hold on. Bad Ritual Morning Rituals version of Bad Moon Rising. Oh, if
Like
you
I
don't
said,
know
a
it,
bad cover.
go check it out.
Understood.
Send me a link.
No, I will.
We are not going near that thing.
No, hell no.
I'll go ahead and pick it up. I'm sorry. All lines are currently busy. If you would like a callback would be approximately 185,000 hours. If you'd like to call back, please press 1. If not, please try your call again later. Have a great day.
Gotcha.
I'm still waiting to eat them. I really am.
There is one side of this.
So,
where- go for it.
oh, go ahead.
There's one side of this where they actually found the payday in most paydays, and we're too paranoid to, get involved with it, and they're going to make bank. Then there's the other reality. It's like, no, we've seen this 3D movie before. This is just going to be a hard pass all the way around.
One moment. Checking who owns our ship. Nope, it is not Wayland Yutani. We do not have to go help them.
Mother says, wants you to go check it out. Father says, go fuck yourself.
You get a new message, and it's someone has taken their camera and is showing you the inside of this place, and it's pretty massive on the inside. It's got a nice big freaking hangar, and it's tech beyond your normal understanding, or at least you don't recognize obvious signs of familiar tech. It's impressive. It's definitely of a style you're not familiar with. It's at least
Out of curiosity, how many mines do I detect from that other vessel? Did they take on any other personnel from the planet?
They took on almost exclusively androids.
Okay.
There are
Starting the timer
4
now.
people. There are 4 biologicals, as you would call them. Aliens of. There's a human and a couple other. 3 other aliens.
One
And there's
moment.
6 of us.
I've
Well,
got
I
a
see the
question.
60.
I got a question. Are our androids tied into their androids still?
More or less.
Oh no.
Our androids,
Oh, no.
would you be able to communicate with them for a bit and tell us what's happening over on their ship?
That's funny. They were asking us the same thing. We can share. They can't get through a big door, and they would like our assistance so they could continue exploring.
Does any of the decorations look like it came from H.R. Geiger?
No,
Gear?
no,
Yeah.
no. It's various colors of, metallic colors, reds and blues and greens, gold, silver, very shiny, very smooth, not a lot of seams that you can see. I mean, obviously there are big panels that connect, but they're, like a blue piece will meet up with a red piece. It's
garish.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to describe it, or at least this part of it is. The ceiling is at least 200 feet up. The doors are like 30 foot high, 15 feet wide, but they just can't. There's no buttons or card key or anything like that to get it open.
Obviously, we are having Space Engineers players because that's how big a door it has to be. Oh,
depends on what you want to get through it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Do we want to actually play space archaeologists, or just wait for it to eat them?
Wait for it to eat
Professor, what do you think?
Baron, you just read my mind.
You really want to know what I think?
No, but tell us anyway. That's never stopped you before.
We're still very close to the epicenter of this problem, and it feels like a sequel to a problem we had once before.
So the blast radius?
Blast radius is a problem, yes.
Hey.
Oh, I can fix that. Here, let me turn it around.
God, no.
Hey, Fletch. You sensing any, I don't know, great old ones in the vicinity?
Not that I really want to, but I'll give it a go. If I go nuts and kill the entire crew, don't blame me.
I pull up my gun.
That's a 9.
No, nothing like that at all.
Wait.
There's
No,
only,
I got nothing, guys.
Only the folks that you're familiar with, the other crew, your own crew, the androids are kind of like turning their thought, down to maybe they're on a private frequency back and forth or something, but they're noticeably, quieter. They're still communicating, they're still conscious, but whatever, when you're normally around them, you can kind of get a louder buzz.
What is our main vessel feeling about this? Because it's a sentient vessel. It has kind of a brain network. What is it feeling about this big sphere of doom?
John says, "Give me a minute."
I can't reach out to it.
To baby girl. Yeah, you can.
Or is it? Okay, I was gonna say if it's gene locked to him, that's fine. I would just figure I'd try. So
he's got a little bit more,
connection.
Yeah, just because that's the way I read it from the thing. But you can try and there's something almost like some sort of kinship going on, some sort of admiration
Sure.
almost, or jealousy, or awe. It's all it's kind of an animalistic sort of primal being on its own.
Okay.
And it's not like shying away from it or anything like that, but it's just like, wow.
What are the we don't fully understand our own star vessel. What's the chances that our vessel has ties to this thing? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not exactly
Like
from around here.
What if the big sphere that rains death upon a planet was, I don't know, the manufacturing hub of vessels like ours? Is that even possible, you think? I mean, no one's seen our tech for who knows how long.
Well, you guys might not even be from technically this dimension, so that would be kind of a stretch. But
Oh, okay.
not a massive stretch. It could be, like on an alternate, timeline thing. It could have some sort of, common roots, but that would be a pretty big stretch.
Well, what I'm hearing is wibbly wobbly big ball of string. That's exactly what I heard. It maybe, possibly, but it could also be that our ship may be able to unlock it.
It's possible.
We can try it.
I don't know. You want to give it a try?
What choices do we have?
Not.
Leave.
Yeah.
Sure.
I believe this is a call for the captain.
Oh, you can't put that on me. It's
2-3 centuries of being alone in the dark again. I'm up for it.
Yes, but you'd have a really big
At least
place
you
to
got
stay.
you got a really big place to inhabit. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
That's true.
Bigger body. Hey,
Ooh.
if you inhabit that thing, that becomes your new body. You could float around the entire galaxy or universe. You never know.
The mass disturbance as it comes out of hyperspace. Boom! The echo that radiates across the solar system. Greetings, people. Upload your entertainment to me now.
Great. He'll become Bob.
One of the androids looks up at you, Howard. Well,
Yes.
if you wouldn't mind, we'd be happy to keep you company.
So, you got at
How
least a
long does
crew
your
then.
battery last?
You're an immortal soul. You live upon the big floating metal rock in the sky that you can go anywhere you damn well please.
Let's go.
What more could you want? There you go.
I like you.
You could
people
be
a
a
lot.
god to the androids.
This is
Oh,
such a
no.
bad idea.
There you
Well,
go.
I don't know about that. I mean, we like him, we appreciate him, but we kind of
He's an
already,
immortal soul.
Well,
Trust me, it
that's-
will not be that bad.
you talk it over. I'm gonna take a bio break.
We need to go there now. Time, mostly real life time limit.
No shit.
Yep.
All right. So if we go over there and help these jagoffs get into the wherever the hell this thing is, they're willing to split it with a 60-40. We can go over there and have a very aggressive negotiation.
I mean, it's 4 of them, 6 of us. I know where the 60%'s going.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna abstain from voting. You guys do whatever.
It's this shit that gets you killed. It's never the guy with the gun at the end of the hallway. It's this shit that gets you killed.
Howard, what do you think?
I'm up for it. I would prefer to leave, but if we're going to do something stupid, we might as well go fully into it.
All right, I guess we're going balls deep.
Might as well.
As you always do, Professor, as you always do.
Well, let's fuck this pig.
All right, I will turn the ship around and we'll start heading that way.
Do you send a message beforehand?
Nope.
Okay.
Their spies are already watching us. If they haven't figured it out, well, when we get there, they'll know.
I need a pilot check. Cal? Not to make it through the door, but to make sure you don't smash into the launch, their vessel.
That would be an 11 on the pilot check.
Okay. You come in and you set her down pretty as you please. The 4 humanoids are by the door and they're, looking at you. The androids are more or less still near the launch. I imagine you finish suiting up, disembark, right?
Yes.
They are in vac suit. 2 of them have holsters at their hips. One of them does have a laser carbine. The other one has no apparent weapons whatsoever. And the androids, I forgot to mention this earlier. Each android took with them the equivalent of a very thin backpack, almost like, more or less identical male and female versions of the same backpack. And every couple of them, have some sort of small duffel bag. And they're the ones that were in the launch are, gathered around their luggage near the entrance to the launch. And the fellow with the laser carbine is walking towards you. He sort of, motioned for the others to stay back, approaches you.
Does he have the gun out or still holstered?
It's up like this. Finger out of the trigger, proper position, but still up.
I have my my hand on my flechette pistol on my hip.
As does the captain. David, you have a plethora of devices you could be carrying. Do you want to go heavy, medium, or light?
Yes.
Okay. For part, I assume you are in your specially designed vac suit that allows the arm to do its Dr. Octopus thing. But did you grab anything from the ship stores other than that and your basic usual, first aid kit and whatever belt pouches?
Bruce?
Maybe you needed a bio break too. And when the other gentleman sees that there are the equivalent of two guys in battle dress, he's like, whoa, guys, whoa. We're willing to renegotiate, how about 50-50?
We are here to assist in your problem. We solve it and now lead. This is, helmet down, do not betray the purple fiery ghost thing. And we're going.
Liquid probably make most people, crap a couple of purple Twinkies inside their suit.
Yes. Yes, poor living creature. There is an afterlife, and it sucks.
The
And then just
two of the other three start walking up behind the human, and they blast him from behind, and he explodes into pink mist and vac suit.
That was slightly unexpected.
And one does a communication. I think we'd rather negotiate a little more in your favor. You got the numbers by at least one more.
We weren't even looking to fight. We were more just coming to help. But hey,
we
But
like
at
these
that
odds
point,
better.
when they fired, I will draw my flechette pistol and training on them.
They do a spin with their pistols and holster them. They not only act very in tandem, but they look very similar. Light blue skin.
Andorians.
So before this goes,
Sorry.
let's see if we can even get into the vault, I should say.
After you.
I look at Howard. After you there, Hoss.
I will do my best.
Quick question. This is like an above board thing that I would probably know. If you're not in your suit, are you intangible or?
Technically, I had to transfer from one machine to the next. The machine, if it's unpowered, I literally am just a ambient thing stuck in a machine, which is the whole reason why I have telekinesis, to be able to move my unpowered, useless, limp body from one spot to the next very slowly.
If I somehow carve out a skull and put all the math components you want on it, could you inherit that skull?
Yes.
Would you change your name to Bob?
Yes, I will.
No, he'd be a servitor skull.
Don't
40K.
take this away from me, Garrett.
Oh, I will take it from you
No.
and go nanner, nanner, nanner.
All right.
The doors
I
away.
will download myself into something else as soon as I get close to it. You know that. My emergency backup toys that are over here. I have a lot of them. Anyway, doorway.
There is one area of the door that's the door frame, so to speak, that is different than the rest. Otherwise, it's pretty uniform. A big, rectangular archway.
So we pop the cover.
Making a mechanics check to see if is it okay to make a mechanics check to see if I can find the hidden control panel to be able to try to make an attempt to open it?
It doesn't appear to have like a hinge or a slider. Maybe it uses like a magnetic key or something that you just touch on the panel. That from first glance, that's you could fiddle with it and try to pry it open or something like that. But
I'm trying to hopefully use the idea of being a mechanic to hopefully figure out how these people would have done it, and then try to. I am from a piss poor TL7 I rolled in real life. My character is from a much more higher tech world, so maybe he might understand it more than I do.
Other than there being an external device, maybe it could be anything like drawing a symbol on the pad to palm print, or you don't see any other obvious clues.
Hey, three people who we don't. Unless you guys can magic up a solution. One moment. I don't want to do this. I'm going to download myself into the door if I can, and just open it from the inside.
You don't have to like enter it like that. You can try to manipulate it.
Oh heck no! No, I'm going full into this thing.
Okay.
So open the door, and you know what? If I end up being part of this gigantic space station, whatever. I'm cool.
Okay.
You need help with them thrusters on the dorsal side, or are you good?
Oh, fantastic! Everything's broken. I love this place. I'll be here for a while. Boop, boop.
Roll me 2 die.
I rolled a 4 just now, trying to figure out what the fuck I could do. I'm having a real trouble trying to figure out what my professor would be best at. This is not a classroom. This is not a syllabus item. You guys have put me on a hot seat, and I'm not used for that. I'm really good for playing out 90 days ahead of time with plenty of breathing room.
And options.
My guy is not into this. He's like, fuck.
A 9, a straight 9. With no modifiers attached to that. Straight 9.
Okay, I know the numbers to add. Everyone witnesses Kai's suit go not necessarily limp, but a little slumped at the shoulders. Still standing, but the lights are on, but nobody's home.
I'll walk up behind his
Howard
suit.
will-
And I'll walk up behind his suit and lay it down. I've seen this
Okay.
before. He's done this to the ship before.
The not blue pair. You all right? What happened?
I am fine.
He's fine.
You sure? Because he touched the door and then fainted.
No, it's normal.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen him do this
We're
before.
gonna go stand over here by the lawn, by our cutter. You need help, just let us know. We'll just be a couple, 20, 30, 75 feet over there.
I am putting myself between them and us.
Little do you realize that now I have control of everything. 30 feet is not enough. You are in the same sector as me. Wrong solution.
Out
There
of
is a
curiosity, who put in the claim? Was it the guy that died?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Was his name the only one on the claim?
Who do you ask?
Well, I should be able to see the claim if he filed it.
Actually, you can't actually see the claim. It's been sent, and it's gonna take a while. Unless you want to try to intercept it at one of the remaining satellites, or at least access one of the remaining satellites and maybe try to read it from there. A little bit of hacking, computer finagling. You might be able to catch up on it.
No, we'll just have Baby Girl grab it because it should still be in system. And she's further out.
John says he'll get up. He'll get on that.
Do so.
Because if his name is the only name on there, we can easily put Howard's name on there.
Open sesame time.
The only problem with that is that Howard may have been declared legally dead decades ago.
I will.
Technically, but that may also That may also be in a completely different galaxy or even dimension away
Yeah.
from his actual birth. So it might work. You're not really sure, but you can try it. As for Howard, before you see a very long tunnel made of light.
Oh no! I am not. No, I am not going. I rejected
Go
you
towards the
first time. I am
light.
not going back.
No, Howard,
Oh,
don't go
very
towards the
back,
light.
Carol
color,
Ann.
of various colors: red, purple, green, yellow, orange, and you're for the most part standing still, but the tunnel's going by you, and there are side junctures, left, right, above, and below you.
I am
And it's not
mostly
going super fast.
look. I am mostly just looking for the main controls to be able to open a door. I'm not trying to explore the whole mainframe. I will be here for a very long time if I try to do that. I only want to open a door.
There are globes of light at each juncture, like like glowing crystal balls floating at about mid height between the offshoot passageways.
At this point, let's start just playing with things. That's how you learn. Just gotta make sure you document how you're screwing around with it. Then it's science, not fucking around.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure my battlesuit's air oxygen levels are set, so just in case.
They're all at optimal levels. So, Kai,
Yes.
Howard, what would you?
Well, how many crystal balls do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have no way of knowing what they do because unless there's an actual, alien gibberish advanced super high tech TL15 gibberish to English button.
Like I said, immediately there were two junctures left and right with a red and a orange ball of light. At about halfway near one of the edges of the wall, and the passageway would continue forward. Occasionally, there will be pulses of light running past you from somewhere further ahead of you, built like sort of in the walls of light, like as if someone was shooting a laser, of various colors,
Right.
past you
Probably
in the wall.
Probably that means that's probably the main trunk lines of information heading down to the data center. Probably the central controls. I don't want to go central control yet, but I'll keep an idea of where the data is being sent towards. I'm looking towards the nearest thing that where I arrived. I do not want to go get lost. I want to leave this place eventually, go back to my friends.
If you give yourself a full 360, where you came from, there were also two globes of light, green and purple.
Press the green.
Well, it's not a press. So you would, maybe grab it,
Big
try to
finger.
palm it or something like.
Whatever bullshit Apple fucking faggoty wavy your finger 3D bullshit thing that some liberal cocksucker made. Some bullshit haptic sensor system that's wiggle my fingers. I haven't had hands in a while, but now I have to go figure out what some weird ass fucking drugged out hippie fucking program this machine to be. Fucking useless fucking people who don't have an idea what a QWERTY keyboard is. Fucking faggots. Give me that goddamn system. Fucking touch screens and goddamn. Give me a fucking 9 and a goddamn mouse.
Left.
Fucking
Say no.
we're gonna play this goddamn Johnny Mnemonic shit. Whee! Fuck yeah. Whatever causes the machine to work. Sheer willpower.
The one you touched is trying to relay information to you. It seems like security information. Things like defense and environmental type controls.
Permissions, yes, all mine. Give.
Give me a 2 dice. And if you have a computer skill, add it to it.
I
And
do
if you have an
a computer
intelligence
skill.
bonus, and your intelligence bonus.
I do have those skills, and will a 12 do something?
Yeah, it will let you know that the system you are touching is the overall, like when you purge or fill an airlock with air, closing doors, opening doors, activating, the perimeter defenses, as if someone was coming from the interior to the exterior, what would you do? Open the doors, shut down shut the outer door, fill it with air or purge it, those kinds of things.
Well, let's see here. The options are don't kill my friends, unlock doors. Start unlocking things and playing around with them. Make sure permissions are all mine. I am now friend computer, with all the connotations of being friend computer.
It appears that you need to first close the outermost door, that being the portal that you came through.
Boom.
For those of you on the other side of the door, you will now feel the vibrations of a massive aperture closing and sealing you within the hangar.
All right, Hal.
I didn't lock you on the outside this time.
Yeah, we have some small things to be thankful for.
Are there any lights on in this room now?
Yeah, there are now.
I was about to say the glow of my lip. Oh no, I'm in a vaccine. Never mind.
Yeah, you don't really want to do that. It would look cool, but it's really not advisable.
Yeah, I know.
Move around to systems. Start figuring out what they are. Touch them. Embrace my new life as a giant super machine.
Maybe. Do you open the door between you and them?
I am opening that door and then going to go play with other balls and of light.
I am so glad you cleared that up there, Howard.
The door opens. Kai's obviously not there because he's who knows where.
I am everywhere.
Oh my God! You all will see a very large corridor going all the way down, and it's a very long hallway, almost mirrored steel.
There'll be no living with him now.
None.
Well, with or in?
Well,
Oh, y'all got to make it weird.
I didn't make it weird.
You're so deep. Okay.
And remember, unlike God, I'm actually here.
I think he said balls deep.
Just remember,
That was the professor.
God, I'm an actual creature that runs this place.
What was it you did about becoming a god? Worship me or don't breathe.
Yeah, that is part of that.
For those of you who are looking down the tunnel, something down that tunnel is actually moving.
Great.
What is it?
Well, they are about 4 foot tall, robotic-looking insects, maybe crab-like.
I have a security defense grid at my fingertip, right?
The external.
Can I find the internal ones?
You can look around. There's the orb on your other side, and there are the orbs ahead of you.
I will go look at that one and try to touch it and play with it.
Figure out what it does.
Bad touch. Bad touch.
The robots are there's a few of them. There's a line of 4 that you can see coming straight at you, and then some of them are now on the walls and somehow clinging, maybe magnetically, to the ceiling, and they're coming at you.
Replicators. Awesome.
We have bugs, Mr. Rico.
Evil Legos. I am ready for this one. Yes.
We probably need to figure out some way how to hack into their programming and make them feel that there's a better attractive item somewhere else.
The robots are continuing forward. Their glowing green robotic eye things are not multiplying because, well, it's kind of looks like they're multiplying because whatever long column of them are trying to use the walls and the ceiling to get to you as fast as possible. In the front row, if you count them all, there's 14 of them in the front row, so to speak.
I look at Jaide's character and I'm like, what did I say? What did I say? No, this is the shit that gets you killed. It's not the guy at the end of the hallway. It's doing shit like this. As I lift up my laser rifle.
Do they have minds that I can sense?
Not really. Not like the ones behind you. These are pretty much purely machines.
I got nothing. Except this, and I pull out my my Gauss pistol, my Ingram.
Okay.
Wait.
And I'm gonna prepare a telekinetic shield to interpose between me and them.
Covering the entirety of the door, or just around yourself?
Preferably the door, but if I can't reach that far, I will definitely cover myself.
Okay,
Do I think lobbing a grenade would disable the internal?
Looks stainless steel.
Structure?
Floors, walls, ceiling looks stainless steel.
So it can survive it.
Ricochet.
Yeah, fuck. Alright.
Howard, do something.
Trying as soon as I can.
Yeah, John is kind of
Anything.
kicking you in the thigh, your suit, but you can't feel that. But hey, Howie, could use a little help here.
Trying. As fast as I'm allowed to by plot and the GM, I will do things.
Well, you got 2 minutes.
What can I do to help him? Can I brainstorm anything there, GM?
Will a computer use of 11 do something?
Nah, I only rolled a 9 on computer use. I'm sorry.
Okay. Clearly the panel that Kai was using needs some sort of you almost think it's either like I said before, a specific key, or maybe it's a bio thing that it reads. But if that's the case, you can't do anything without taking off your suit or your glove, and you're not sure if there's an atmosphere in here or not. It doesn't really appear so. There could be one slowly seeping in from vents or something like that, but a couple of minutes ago there was no atmosphere. There's no breathable air in here because the freaking doors were wide open.
Now, question: does the battle suit, if I try to take one of the gloves onto the battle suit, is there like an airlock?
Valve seal?
The seal around my wrist.
Yeah, there's an inner. You've got because the suit does give you enhanced strength. So if you were to take the glove off, you would have a subdermal or whatever, not a subdermal, but an interior glove for finer work,
I take off.
like
I'm
pushing buttons and typing and things like that.
Right. I'm taking off my glove and I'm slamming my hand on where we think it takes some kind of. Maybe it scans my hands and see if that does something.
Okay. You make contact. Nothing immediately happens. No visible noises or vibrations or anything like that.
Can I fuck?
Howard, you've made contact with the other globe, and it is internal security.
Activate, permissions all mine, and I want to fuck with my fellow man. If he touches that panel, I want to open the door, so that way he thinks he opened the door.
Okay. As for Professor Papard, you're watching and you're thinking, and you're wondering, who built this. You're trying to rack your brain for any idea of who built this, and something's like like at the tip of your tongue, but in your brain, you're like, something about this sounds familiar. The door opens. The door opens again, and the robots are 50 yards away.
I tell my new robot buddies to stop moving.
Give me a 2 die on that.
Let's see here. Do I include computers with that?
Yes, you do.
All right, an 8.
They stand down, or I should say, stop in their tracks.
I'm wondering what to do with my newfound army of replicators.
I'll load them onto the ship.
Form
stuff?
A new ship, a bigger ship, and infect a colonization ship. Go, my little replicators, consume the planet below, and all this, and make more. Make my station bigger. Eat that planet. Eat it good.
As you notice in chat, Howard, his face is starting to look like Russell Crowe's, not Russell Crowe, Kurt Russell's, just older and more mature, and he's from the fine state of Missouri.
So we now have Ego the Living Planet. Awesome.
I know Ego the
His name
Living
is
Planet.
Howard.
All right.
I'm going to give you a couple minutes before we're going to shut this down. We are at the 2-hour mark, 2 hours, almost 4 minutes.
You're right. Gene, make space hulks. Send out gene stealers. Create a Stargate SG-1 episode, or at least a 2-parter.
Give me a 2 die there, Howard.
Only a 7.
With bonuses, that's going to actually... Hold on a second.
And Bruce is away from the keyboard momentarily.
Okay. All right. Anybody else before I start wrapping this up?
Nope, I'm good.
On. I need to send Jade something, if you will.
For
you
the
can crop this so I don't dox myself. Because it has my, it's just an email address that It's not a big deal.
Infinite. That's my goal.
That's about to say, you can always change out your email if people become an ass. You do know how to do
No,
that.
no, no. It's my old email. I don't use it for stuff, but it's not a big deal.
Just making sure. I have to have a conversation with Jack.
Kai is going to essentially be able to utilize most of the station's functions. There are still some functions he's going to have to work on to completely take this over, and that could require time or hardware or research. You have managed to dock Baby Girl inside with another docking facility on the other side of the planet, Moon, and you will have found the equivalent of quarters that you can, impromptu turn into, places to rest, and including the other people, and the androids will be, helping you explore the station in shifts, and the place is vast, and it's still trying to power up. You have the 3 individuals that you'll have to do a bunch of NPC interactions with to decide whether you're going to put pillows over their head while they sleep, or make nice with them. In the meantime,
What kind of horrible monster do you think I am? No.
There's other people who might want to. Well, I mean, they did just shoot their compatriot in the back, so clearly they can't actually be trusted. At least 2 of the 3. The androids have all become one large mass of helpful individuals who are fascinated by this place, and between them they really have no idea of who built it, who made it, what its function and or purpose is. But one thing you do know, Howard, is there is something at the center of the vessel. It's not the power plant. It's built. The power plant is more or less built around it, but there's some part that you cannot access that is security like you've never seen before. And if Fletcher were to scan it, he would just sense power, not evil, not good, not aligned or anything like that. It just some massive source of power that's not the actual power plant.
Before
I would be.
But before we get to this point, is there a way for me to contact the university and have them send me a large data file for like some sort of universal translator? Because maybe I might be able to help out our friend Howard a bit more, to where we could translate things from whatever they've got to binary and then back to his native language.
Please,
You can do that. That won't take a massive amount of time. The system does use a very complex. Instead of using like X-boats or things like that, there's a satellite system that's pretty extensive. It will take a couple of days for you to get everything. You'll start getting things in dribs and drabs after the first day, but you're gonna have to go back pretty far and deep in the timelines of languages. But so far, initially you won't find anything because it's going to be more modern languages, and the station is well over thousands of years, if not hundreds of thousands of years from.
I have a simple question. I do have the external defense grid, correct?
Yes.
I can use that, correct?
Yes.
Good. Then we have plenty of time. No one else is claiming the space station. I have more firepower than most of a sector. So, yes, we're fine. I'm willing to wait.
Most
I have
of the
eternity.
weapons, yes. There are other weapons that take a little bit more work to get, you don't want to risk, running an engine without oil kind of thing.
I'm a patient creature.
I'm in no hurry.
I believe.
However, the first
The
night,
organic
Jade,
in her head?
Jade, did you crop that photo?
I have not received anything.
It's in
I've been
Discord.
waiting.
It's in
Which
Tablebreakers.
Discord? Okay.
Creative session right under the big red computer eyeball.
I don't see that yet.
Howard.
I am the friend computer.
Yeah, it hasn't sent for me on my end.
Yeah, it's
You're
not in there
friendly
yet.
To be fair,
Yeah.
you're friendly to some.
Well,
If
I'm
you
so
play
looking at it right
Paranoia,
on my thing.
Friend computer is a friend to nobody.
I'll try. I'll try.
I don't know what to tell you. It has not been received.
Okay,
It may not have gone through yet.
There it is. Okay. I can crop that. Let's see here.
During the first night, everything's going pretty good. You've pulled out rations. You've done your thing. You found places to sleep and do all that. Far enough away from each other so that it would be kind of difficult for someone to sneak up on someone and cover them with a pillow in the middle of the night. But unfortunately for Fletcher, he's not having such a good night.
Oh boy.
He has a really fitful dream of something far away moving at him at ludicrous speed, and it looks like what he's about to show us.
Or
Moment.
dog.
I gotta save it out as a PNG. One sec.
It's a dog. It's a doggy, 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 doggy,
It's
doggy.
an adorable little pupper. Who apparently has literally no cartilage and no bones because he's made out of rubber.
As you say, it's all fun and games, but the fun part is it's still entertainment.
Oh, don't be a sad dog.
I'm never that sad.
No, he's my toddler. He just sits here on my. He'll sit here like this for a while, and then he'll just get tired and he just flops down in my lap. It's funny.
Sharing screen. One sec.
Oh. Guess what?
And that message,
Okay, go for
that
it.
message is your precog.
Okay.
We're all fucked.
Well, that's pretty much the truth.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, Me and Bruce both hit it at the
That's
same time.
fantastic.
oh my
That's
god!
fantastic.
Hey, you wanna
I'm
just
assuming
post
that
this
we fade to black on that one because they are coming.
up? Hey, cool.
Hope you all
I
had
get-
fun tonight.
Yeah.
Hope it doesn't keep you awake at night. This was a lot of fun.
I'm going to blow up myself. It'll be great.
Hey, look! I didn't have to shoot anybody. I get to smoke cigars.
You almost did. I wanted you so much to shoot the robot.
Life's gonna
That
suck
image
when
was
they
from-
get here.
That image was provided by Jackson. He slaved over a hot computer for minutes and minutes and minutes to provide you with that image. I hope Bruce actually saw that.
Did. He did.
Okay. So there you have it. The next DM is more than welcome to take over where I left off. I hope everybody at home had fun in indulging me in my twisted ideas of fun.
I enjoyed it.
I believe the next DM when we do this again is our dear Jade.
Well, so that's the thing. This has been kind of an experiment for Tablebreakers. I'm gonna leave it to you, the audience, to decide whether or not. We're gonna talk about it, off screen. Whether or not we're gonna continue doing these little one shots or two shots. And if you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a comment on the video that you enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed all of our one-shot series, let us know, because that might sway the vote one way or another. But I think that's going to be something we talk about off camera in the meantime.
So next week
Is there
we
any
will
way to
actually
put a
have
poll?
next week we will have a public discussion about what we really enjoyed, and if we have any problems, any critiques, any negativity, we will share it publicly like we always do. But I'm in a very good mood. I got a chance to be part of a good team tonight. My character was kind of like all thumbs, I'm sorry, but I had a blast playing, and I would like to do this again, but that's just me speaking from my heart. We'll go around the horn. Jaide, do you have anything in the hopper aside from your usual with gatekeepers?
Beyond gatekeepers, we're still deciding what that topic is going to be next week. But beyond gatekeepers, I am actually gearing up to run some one-shots at a local game shop of mine for Free RPG Day, and that is coming up on June 24th. You can check out, you can go to freerpgday.com and check out maybe your local game stores might be hosting a Free RPG Day. You can, either sit down to play content that is provided, or you might be able to convince the store that you might want to run something and enjoy the hobby. So get out there and play some RPGs on June 24th.
Yeah, appreciate that. And that is another promo for Free RPG Day. That's the second one I've heard this week. Going down from there, Mr. Howard the Headless. Okay, he's AFK. Oh, wait,
I'm
there.
here.
I see Blaine. There's Blaine. There's Maine and Blaine. Okay, you are adding quite a bit into the Kai's ramblings in the Discord. Aside from that, which is a fantastic, worthwhile effort, I do recommend everybody that's part of my Discord to go to that channel and keep up with the updates, because he has some really good rants. He has some good talk back, clap back from other members of the Discord, and they fire him off into a couple different directions, and you get to see that over the past 2 months. I recommend anybody who is part of the Discord to go to Kai's portion of it. Kai, aside from that, do you have anything planned in the nearby future for us?
For you guys, not really. Unless you're suddenly like really into playing BattleTech, then I have a lot to talk about. But I'm gearing up for what I'm doing for the summer, which is running a miniature Alpha Strike BattleTech campaign for some people IRL. So, I mean, unless you're suddenly really interested in that, I've got nothing really for anybody else. So,
okay, fair enough. I would like to actually probably offline hear you talk about BattleTech, but then again, if you can put it into the Kai's musings, that'd be even better fan reaction. My own opinion. Down to next Connell, the Cigar DM. What have you got going on this weekend, sir?
Well, this weekend, tomorrow being Friday, and me with nothing to do, will most likely hang out with Max perchance, or I might, and there's a very good chance of this, go see The Machine. Based off the, I guess, loosely based off the comedian's time in Russia, wet dream fantasy that he's dreamed up for this movie. I might go see that movie. Other than that, Saturday I will be hanging out with you, Bruce, of course, for more shenanigans. Sunday I will be doing reviewing Bone Mohawk, which is a Kurt Russell
Bone Tomahawk.
Yeah, that'd be it. Tomahawk. Not the one. Man, I am tired. Not the movie where he bashed a museum piece guitar up against the wall. No, that's Angry People. 8 Angry People. No, that's a good other Western we should have done. We'll be talking about the movie that he corrected us on. It looks fun. I've yet to watch it.
Thanks, Mark.
I spent time. that's what I got going on.
Fantastic. Mr. Baron G Rock.
I am still working on getting things together. I am going to be doing an extensive deep dive myself over probably the course of about probably going to be saying 5 to 10 maybe at the most videos, going more deeply into world building, the things to look at for when you do your own personal world building. That's one of the things I know we've talked about it on here. Gatekeepers has talked about it on here, but I'm going to be going into my own little personal deep dive with it, and I'm just trying to get all my thoughts, together and in a row on how I want to present it and how to kind of slice it, cut it up, and everything else. So hopefully, I think I should start recording those hopefully this weekend. And then get it all edited out and then kind of go from there. So look for that.
Shadow, you've ran a very good traveler session. I'm just going to let you know that. That's a sample of what I'll be saying next week. What do you and Shadow and Sun channel have planned for us for the next 7 days? Are we able to find out?
Yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to do part 2 of the Amber Diceless role-playing game. Sorry, Max, love the game, but and you're welcome, Kai. I'll be doing Shadow Knight Book 2. Then I've got a GURPS game with Bo from Bo Paints Minis. Go check out his channel, because even I, the first or second subscriber to his channel, got unsubscribed. I have not missed a single one of his videos, but yet somehow I got unsubscribed, which, whatever. So go over there and sub to him. He's a great new guy on the scene, so to speak. Then Saturday I will be running doing another sci-fi shadow chat. Thanks again, Baron. The freaking name sounded goofy at first, but now it's like, that's ours, man. Thanks. And after that, of course, I'll be doing the Quantum Show with Nathan Allen, and Sunday hanging out with Connell and the boys, reviewing. I'm hoping it's a good movie. I've never seen it. And Monday on is a whole. It's not quite the new month, but we're going to be getting Jack's last week of school, and it's going to be kind of light. We haven't come up with a theme for June, but if you guys have any suggestions, happy to entertain them. And speaking of entertaining, I hope you guys all enjoyed this session tonight. I had a lot of fun. Little guy helped in and pitched in. He's dying to hear what happened because he's been doing homework, and he'll probably come back and watch the whole thing to see how it turned out. But before I go, I want to make sure each and every one of you guys has a wonderful weekend and enjoy the heck out of Memorial Day. Whatever it means to you, I hope you can, like us, go out and barbecue or do something with the family. Just, enjoy the holiday and get ready for, for us, summer's here, even though it's cold and windy. Go figure, high desert. But thank you guys ever so much. I will never forget this. And I hope to see you guys all real soon.
Fantastic. Just for those of you that are wanting to watch Saturday, we start the game at 12:30. The party's kind of in a pickle right now. They've found a beholder, and then
They're in a pickle. I know my way out.
Sunday, me and Janet will be watching the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. We'll put feelers out there on our Discords as to where you can watch with. And then Monday night on Memorial Day, we're doing our discussion for the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And there will be nothing but Sean Connery discussion. Then Tuesday, if you know my friend 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser, I've kind of joined his panel of discussion, cinephobes, and we go over there, or cinephiles, and we go over there and we're going to discuss Hamburger Hill. I believe it's not Hamburger Hill, Heartbreak Ridge. We're going to be discussing that one because we like Clint Eastwood.
It's a good movie.
So, yeah, Heartbreak Ridge
yeah.
is what it was.
I'll be there.
Anyway, so if you want to know what's going on, that's the skinny. And then Thursday night of next week, you can come right back here, and we're going to discuss what happened. I'm going to listen to this last 4 hours we recorded fairly intently. I want to know what the hell it is that the first session we played where we had a small disconnect, but at the same time on this session here, I found myself enjoying it too much. Like, they called my name 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, oh shit, they're calling for the professor. Fuck! turn off the mute, because I have the microphone right here. So anyway, my name is Bruce Lombardo, and I appreciate everybody being in here for Tablebreakers. Catch my friend Jaide, Connell, and Shadow on Wednesday night as they prepare for Gatekeepers, and do keep an eye on Jaide's channel and his upcoming projects, along with all my other panel members that are here. We just discussed everything. Thank you, everyone, and we will be talking to you much later, and until then, good night.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.